What's up guys, Masters here today with another Bionicle 2016 review, this time on set number 71309, Onua Uniter of Earth. These are 8 to 14, 149 pieces. On the back you can just see Terra plus Onua equals the Uni mode and the comic. Alright, so here's Onua all fully built up, and the first thing I want to do is take a look at his function. So unlike last year, Onua does not have an arm swinging function, but this year they opted to go with a swivel function. So what you do is you turn the knob over here, back and forth. Some of them are squeaky, this one is kind of squeaky, but for the most part it's pretty good. And I think the swivel function works out very well with this set, due to him having a two-handed weapon. So taking a look at Onua's weapon, similar to last year, he does have a hammer of sorts. However, this one does not sort of break apart to turn into some digging claws. This one, however, it is still kind of a dual functionality. So if you flip it like so, it changes it into a drill, and I do like the drill. It's kind of cool. The silver tip is not silver, but the purple tip is a little bit interesting, considering it's pretty much the only purple thing on the whole weapon. However, I do think it's very well done. On the other side, you just have a generic 6 stud shooter, and the way you shoot it is using the drill. When you turn the drill like this, it will shoot the studs out. One quick thing to note about Onua is on his legs he does have some extra studs, and it is extremely well integrated into the set. And on this other leg there's just a random gray axle. I don't really know why it's there, but it was also on Tahu too, so it is a little bit interesting. So before taking a look at his torso, I just want to point out that his arms actually are asymmetrical. As you can see, this arm, the bones are fully just all transparent purple, and this one is gray. And they are completely different bones too, as you can see. This one's one of these bones, and the other one is one of these bones, and it's trans-purple. I don't understand why they have a gray bone here, because it's not like they couldn't have done it in trans-purple, because they have released that piece in trans-purple before on Onua 2015 and the Protector of Earth, so it's a little bit of an interesting choice by them. Alright, one thing I want to note about the torso is that his shoulder pads, they are completely posable. You can move these around. For the most part, you could even get them out of sight if you really wanted to. However, you can still kind of see them. But there are a lot of things you can do. If you move his arms, say, kind of like this, you can move his shoulder pads so it's out of the way, and it doesn't look too crazy. I do think the torso is extremely well done in the set, especially considering how Onua's arms kind of stick out farther than all of the other Toa. It is very, very well covered up. As you can see on the back here, what they do is that they just have this little thing coming out, which I think it's good for two reasons. I think it covers up the back very well, and it makes the front look a whole lot better too. Speaking of the back, on the back you can see it's pretty well covered up, especially since this is a little bit of a newer design for LEGO, and I think they just did an overall good job. One thing I do want to note is that there are 2 pegs sticking out, and they do not blend in as well with this one as they do with other sets, because he has a gold sort of piece over here, and these pegs are used for Uni mode, which I will be showing off in a separate video. Alright, so taking a look at the 2016 Mask of Earth, as you can see, it's pretty interesting. I think I like the way it's done. It is actually kind of a little bit on the fatter side compared to the other masks. However, I think that does work out with Onua, and I do like the way it works. This one, similar to all the other ones, has a silver top, and I do think the silver top actually works out with the set, even though it is a little bit weird. So similar to all of the other Toa sets from this wave and 2015, it comes with a golden mask. This one goes from gold to trans-purple, and this is what it looks like on Onua. I do think it looks very good on Onua, and I think it just overall works out with this color scheme, unlike some of the other sets. Alright, here is a side-by-side comparison of Onua 2016 and Onua 2015 front and back. I will be going more in depth about this in a separate video. So overall, Onua 2016 is a very good set. I definitely do think this is a huge improvement over last year's Onua. There are a lot of things you can do with this. I don't like the weapon too much, however, for what it is, it works very well. And the set is also very posable. So thank you guys for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.